You know how it is. Important work is supposed to be serious, right? Solemn, maybe even a little boring. But what if that's all wrong? What if the secret to tackling our biggest challenges is to actually make them playful? That's exactly what we're digging into today. We're going to see why serious doesn't have to be boring by exploring the amazing world of gamification. And just so you know, all these incredible ideas we're sharing, they're grounded in the work and presentations of a truly unique expert, Khalil Matar. He's a specialist in internal auditing, and I know that sounds about as serious as it gets. But what makes his approach so powerful is how he combines that super serious world with a ton of creativity and fun. So let's just ask the big question right up front. Think about the most important stuff you do. Compliance training, professional development, even just daily chores. Do they really have to be a grind? Does serious automatically mean boring? To really get to the heart of this, let's start with a really simple picture. Imagine two people. They're both playing table tennis. On the surface, it looks like they're doing the exact same thing, but they're not. See, on one side, you have someone playing just for the fun of it. That's a game. Pretty straightforward. But on the other side, that's where we see gamification. This person is also playing, but the purpose isn't just to have a good time. It's for physiotherapy. They're using the fun parts of the game to achieve a very serious, non-game goal, getting better. And that right there, that's the key difference. So, if we put a formal definition on it, this is what it is. Gamification is taking all those things that make games so compelling, the points, the challenges, the feeling of progress, and using them in places that aren't games at all. It's a crazy powerful way to motivate people and get real-world results. Okay, the theory is cool, but what does this actually look like out in the wild? Let's dive into some awesome examples of how a little bit of playfulness can completely change how we behave. First up, the famous piano stairs in Stockholm. I love this. They took a regular old staircase and turned every single step into a working piano key. All of a sudden, taking the stairs wasn't a chore. It was an opportunity to make music. The result? A massive 66% more people chose the healthier option, not because they had to, but because it was suddenly delightful. Or how about this one? A trash can. Yep, a trash can. They rigged it with a sensor, so when you threw something in, it played this long, silly sound of something falling from a great height. It's so simple, but it turned a boring chore into a tiny moment of surprise and fun. And guess what? That one bin collected way more trash than any other normal bin nearby. And this isn't just for fun public projects. Look at a huge company like Accenture. They needed to train 500,000 employees on cybersecurity, which is incredibly important. Instead of a boring PDF, they created a game called Super Hackerland. The results were just staggering. 500,000 people trained with a 90% high engagement level. That's just unheard of for corporate training. Art. So we've seen that it works. Clearly, it does. But how? What are the actual building blocks you need if you want to make something more engaging? Well, it really breaks down into two simple parts. First, you have the game elements. These are the tangible things, the stuff you get. Points, badges, seeing your name on a leaderboard. But just as important, if not more so, is the game design. This is all about the feelings, that sense of overcoming a challenge, of making real progress, of being surprised. It hooks directly into our basic human psychology. Now, it's easy to think this all requires some complex app or a ton of technology, but that's really not the case. The real magic here isn't about being high-tech. It's about being high creativity. Take this perfect example from the UK. An organization was trying to solve the problem of cigarette butt litter, so they put out a special bin. It asked a simple, fun question that everyone has an opinion on and gave people 2 slots to vote with their butts. This is just brilliant. It's totally low-tech, but it works because it tapped into our natural desire to share our opinion and compete a little. It turned the act of cleaning up into a fun vote. No app, no batteries, just a really smart, creative idea that dramatically cut down on litter. So the real point here is that you can apply this way of thinking to almost any challenge you're facing. It doesn't matter if it's personal, professional, or something for your entire community. And as you start thinking about this, Khalil Matar always stresses 3 fundamental rules. Number 1, be ethical. This is about engagement, not manipulation. Number 2, be legal. You've got to play within the rules, of course. And number 3, be creative. This is where you'll find the real breakthroughs. So ultimately, this is the biggest takeaway. Gamification isn't just a buzzword or a set of tools. It's a whole mindset. It's a fundamental shift in how you solve problems. It's all about asking yourself, how can I make the right thing to do the fun thing to do? And this mindset is already making huge waves, transforming even the most specialized and serious professions out there. So, if this is sparking some ideas for you, if you're thinking about how you could bring this innovative approach into your own field, you can actually go right to the source. The expert whose work inspired all of this, Khalil Matar, is really passionate about helping professionals apply these concepts. In fact, he invites you to connect with him directly. There's his WhatsApp number right there on the screen. You can reach out to learn more, ask questions, or even request gamified tools specifically for serious fields like internal audit. So we'll leave you with this final thought to chew on. Just look around your own world, your own work, your own life. What's one serious, maybe even tedious task that is just waiting to be transformed with a little bit of fun? Think about it, because the possibilities are absolutely endless.